Is time running you, or are you running your time? Do you ever find yourself wondering why you never seem to get all your work done? How is it that on Fridays, right before the weekend, you miraculously manage to finish all your work early, but then comes Monday and, interestingly enough, 8 hours is barely enough to get everything done? I mean, we've all been there, whether it's procrastination, social media distractions, quick catch-ups with friends or colleagues. I found that the average person wastes 1.5 hours of working time in a day and spends on average 5.5 hours on their phone. Now, if you agree with me that this is a crazy amount of time being wasted and that it has to change, make sure to slam the like button, subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell button too before we get started. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Jennifer, and I went ahead and put 5 of my favorite productivity tips that I found to be very effective and have helped me be, well, a lot more productive in my daily life. I hope you find them useful, and if you have any tips that have helped you increase your productivity, leave them in a comment down below so I can try them out and so anybody else who watches this video can too. I am always on the lookout for new and better ways to increase my productivity because, I mean, why not? One should always look to improve. But anyways, my tip number 1 is to develop a consistent morning routine. Getting up early could be the key to peak productivity, which would explain why highly successful people who wake up at the same time every morning are so much happier with their financial and work situations. For example, Tim Cook, president of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. Oprah Winfrey at 6 a.m. and Richard Branson between 5 and 6 a.m. Now, based on some research I found, compared to people who are more loose about the time they get up each morning, people with more strict wake-up times were 13% more satisfied with their personal lives, 45% more satisfied with their financial situation, and 42% more satisfied with their work-life balance. Everybody's morning routine varies, of course, so you need to figure out what is right for you, whether it includes meditating, doing the dishes, making your bed in the morning, working out, journaling, walking the dog, listening to an audiobook or podcast, or my favorite, smashing the like and subscribe button. But whatever it is, you want to find a series of activities that make you feel good and set the mood to give you the motivation you need for a productive day. And don't be scared to change it up from time to time. For the past 6 months, you've been reading in the morning, but feel like working out will wake you up more and get you going. Try it out for a few days and see how you feel. If you like it, stick with it. If you don't, keep trying different things until you find what works best for you. Number 2, time block your day. According to Parkinson's law, work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. Meaning, if you have 8 hours to complete a task, it will be done in 8. But if it must be done in 4, then you will only need 4. Now, I used to be a to-do list lover, but I often found myself spending the whole day trying to get through them, and it could get quite frustrating sometimes, honestly. If this happens to you, switch over to a calendar. With a calendar, you are able to schedule tasks or events for a certain period of time. Figure out what you truly value and schedule it for a day. If you really value health, schedule an hour or 2 for exercise. If you're a freelancer and really value learning new things or skills that can make you make more money, schedule it in. If you're a parent running a business but you value time with your kids or partner or family in general, schedule it in. If it's important, schedule it, because if it gets scheduled, it will get done. This will better help you not only see where your time goes, but also find ways to maximize it. Try time blocking your day and see how long showering, making breakfast, working out, going to meetings, and any other work-related activities take. Do these activities without as many distractions as possible so you get the best turnover time. Now, if you find you can get some things done in less time, well, good news, you just earned yourself some time. Now, some calendars that use the good old time blocking method are Google Calendar, calendar, Apple, Toggle, Plan, among others. So try it and be surprised. Number 3, schedule in breaks. Now, we are all human, and it's nearly impossible for most of us to work long days every day without breaks. Our bodies and brains naturally need a break. Once you start blocking your time, you might get discouraged at how many hours you actually have to get things done versus all the things that you need to get done. It is important to schedule in breaks so your brain doesn't burn out. So I'd recommend scheduling breaks in between different events or tasks so you can recharge and really take a breather. During this break, you can meditate, answer texts, talk to friends, watch YouTube videos, whatever distracts your mind from work-related thoughts, and keep your mind fresh. So now, take a break from this video and have some fun smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hey guys, so I didn't realize that my mic got disconnected from the camera that I record the audio on halfway through the video, and I just realized when I started editing the video on my computer, and I was opening up the audio files and they were blank. So I'm really sorry in advance for the audio quality throughout the rest of this video. But before we continue, I want to say thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you made it up until this point, please leave me a comment of the star emoji down below to let me know you made it up until this point. Thank you all so much for watching again. Sorry about the audio, and let's continue. Tip number 4, turn off notifications on your phone. Did you know that it takes 17 to 20 minutes to really focus on something and start being 3 times more productive? Probably not. But now, with that being said, do you think you ever get to peak performance without getting interrupted by some sort of notification from your phone? Whether it's email, text, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Snapchat, Facebook, Yelp, news, and I'm going to stop there because I'm getting tired of just listing them all. The point is, by turning off your notifications for all of these apps, you break the habit most people have of checking your phone every few minutes. Instead, check your phone on your scheduled break times. With 0 notifications, you will start feeling like you can get your head stuck into a problem and concentrate much more easily than you did before, and you will feel a lot more calm, trust me. Notifications create a sense of urgency around something that's not important at all. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've tried this, turning off notifications, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you haven't, I highly recommend you trying it, even if it's just for 1 week. Tip number 5, the 5-minute rule. The founder of Instagram said if you have some kind of big goal, task, or something that scares you that you're procrastinating, do it just for 5 minutes. When I read this, I was like, wait, how does that even work? But now procrastination is usually associated with laziness, when in reality we procrastinate out of fear. With big goals that really matter to us, there's usually some kind of fear that keeps us from even starting them. We've all felt like this before, whether it be with school assignments or personal responsibilities. There's this underlying fear that makes us leave things for last minute. But once you get started, it turns out being not that bad. Whether it's cleaning out a drawer or actually starting your own side hustle that you've been wanting to for years, this 5-minute trick makes it mentally easier to start. Once you get into this habit, you will stop procrastinating on your bigger goals and your small ones too. All you need to do is set a timer and get started with only 5 minutes. You'll see it's really not that hard to keep going once you start. With a lot of bigger goals, we are really just scared to get started, or a failure maybe. So we take the easier way out and do other things like Netflix and chilling. Doing things for just 5 minutes will help you help your mind actually start doing things even when you don't feel like it. So now go try and do something new for 5 minutes and come back and let me know how it went. With all that being said, I hope you did go and do something you've been putting off for 5 minutes. And just like I said in my last video about saving money, what gets tracked gets managed. So if you keep track of what you spend your time on, you will be able to manage it better, get more done, and have more times to do the things you truly enjoy. So make sure you are the one running your time and not vice versa. Last thing, make sure to schedule in your calendar to like my videos and subscribe to my channel so you don't forget to do it. And that's all for today, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.